need to know that so that you don't come in and say and do nothing that's going to trigger you to be in that situation where you got to think your way through it to start with. So it's all about being in control of your emotions and knowing how to think and follow those directions.
So I can hear our audience already saying, this is such a harsh reality for kids. Why do they even need to have the talk? Because the talk now is not just about the birds and the bees. It's about stop and frisk. The reality is not just about, getting up in the morning, having a happy-go-lucky day, but anything can happen in a grocery store, in a barbershop, at the park, at the mall, just wherever you may find yourself. How common now for your kids do you feel, and I'm asking this from an emotional perspective, because some of our audience that's listening, some of them are thinking about, do I pull my kids out of school now? Do I send them back in the fall? Uvalde shook the nation. We thought that Sandy Hook, was something that would never happen again. But the reality is it may not ever end. When you think of these things, why is it important for parents not to stick their head in the sand and to have some level of conversation with their kids about the reality of the world?
Because Sandy Hook has moved from the school, it's moved to the grocery store, it's moved to the streets, it's moved to the movie theaters. I mean, you could be anywhere and have that experience. So putting your head in the sand or living in a bubble is not going to change the impact or the fact that people around you are not thinking and doing as such as you. So the first thing is having an awareness and being able to, now that you have that awareness, being able to think your way through, if you're in those situations, what do I do? And you don't want to be in that moment to start thinking about it. You want to have those conversations ahead of time so that we can start recognizing and seeing when we may need to make a change or do something different.